Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. A few days ago, I put out a video discussing 3 topics related to the Summer Games. I showed how Michael Phelps' gold medals were scripted in line with his birthday and the overall Rio Summer Olympics. In that video, I showed the parallels between him and Katie Ledecky, the female gold medal U.S. swimmer. And in that video, it was also breaking news that day the Ryan Lochte swim member robbery at gunpoint. I showed that that story was propaganda and a hoax. Now, today, that story has become bigger news. A judge, supposedly in Brazil, has said that the story seems to be a lie, a fabrication, and now he wants to hear from Ryan Lochte. He ordered that his passport be taken so he couldn't leave the country, but the U.S. team said that he's already back in the United States. So, anyway, as the day's gone on, the new headline is that 2 U.S. swimmers have been pulled off plane. If you're new to my channel, I talk about gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, because the people who create the news, the people who set up the Olympics, who are Freemasons, who are Zionist bankers, they dabble in this language of letters into numbers known as gematria, and mainstream media is always coded with these headlines. Check out what this headline sums to. U.S. swimmers pulled off plane sums to 106. This is now the 4th video I've made on the Summer Games, and in every single video I've talked about this exact number. The U.S. swim team sent 106 returning medalists to this year's Olympics, meaning that in past Olympics, 106 members of the team had won a medal before. The biggest star of the team is Michael Fred Phelps II, which in gematria sums to 106. And what the number 106 is the number for prophecy. This number is very important to the history of the United States of America. The first state, Delaware, was established on a date with numerology of 106. It was a Pearl Harbor Day, as we now call it. It was December 7th, 1787. Let's just do the math on this real quick. 12 plus 7 plus 17 plus 87. That sums to 123. What method it is where it sums to 106 is 12, 7, 87, which is also fair. 12, 7, 87 sums to 106. And you know what's interesting about 123, the date of the first state, is the word conspiracy has gematria of 123. And this nation truly has been a conspiracy from the beginning up to the present that has existed on lies and warfare and distraction. So there's our 106 introduction. That's what's coded right here into the headline. Look, it's the front page story next to this. Kite strings slit throats, kill 3. Our news is always negative, over the top, unnecessary. I mean, here we are in the middle of the Olympics. There's so many things we could be talking about, and they're focused on this propaganda story they contrived as a distraction. And we'll talk about what it might really all be about, but what I want to remind you is why this story began with Ryan Lochte in the first place. Everything is done by the numbers. We just talked about 106 in prophecy, robbed in Rio, had gematria of 666, and in Jewish gematria, let me pull up the Jewish gematria calculator up here so you can just see this with your own eyes. The Bible, the final book, is Revelation, the 66th book of the Bible. It's the book that made the number 666 infamous. The final book, the 66th book, the book of prophecy that made the number 666 infamous, prophecy 666. Simple English gematria 106, as we talked about. So the Ryan Lochte headline when this was breaking news was 666. Robbed in Rio in Pythagorean gematria sums to 66, like Revelation, the book of prophecy. This is how they always do it. You apply gematria to the headlines. You know what the numbers mean. You'll see through the coding. And for those of you who come here and want to learn what the numbers mean, the best way to do that right now is to watch as many of my videos as you can, because I talk about the same numbers again and again. You learn to recognize these key numbers, which isn't that big of a group. It's as many as you can count on your hands. You'll see through propaganda in record time. Ryan Lochte in Pythagorean gematria sums to 49, and in simple English gematria 121, the exact same as Revelation. Revelation's 49 the small way, 121 in simple English, just like his name. Revelation, the book of prophecy. The United States of America, in the book of Revelation, the Church of Philadelphia is mentioned. The original capital of the U.S., Philadelphia, is named from Revelation. Ryan Lochte, 3 other U.S. swimmers robbed at Rio Olympics, USOC says. USOC has gematria 58, just like Ryan, just like how the Rio Summer Games began August 5th, or 5/8. In other videos, I've shown all the other 58 coding on this tournament, but Ryan, chosen for this PSYOP, for his name gematria, no doubt, 58, the big number on the Olympics, which began August 5th, 5/8, as they're written in most parts of the world. Notice he was born in the year 84, United States of America equals 84, Obama equals 84, his birthday is 8/4, it's not his real name, he's an actor agent. He just turned 32, Ryan Lochte. America in gematria sums to 32, 7/4/1776, date of independence, 32 numerology. Words such as average, career, college, all gematria 32, and not by coincidence. This is what this nation breeds. Average. You know, people that just go to work, grind, consume, pay taxes, watch TV. This is what America wants. '84, special number, United States of America, '84, Revolutionary War, '84, States, '84, the Twilight Zone, '84. Born on a date with 33 numerology. So many celebrities have that 33 number. It's because Freemasons run the show. 33 is a very special number. It's their number of fixation. It seems to me that so many of these celebrities, they're either being chosen because of their birth numerology or they're born and bred to be, possibly even C-sections to make sure certain dates are hit. His middle name's Stephen. His full name's Ryan Stephen Lochte. Stephen has gematria of 85, the way we write August 5th in the U.S., 8/5. Last name, gematria of 63. If you add every number up to 63, it sums to 2016. Remember, Michael Phelps, his swimming career just ended after his 63rd race, all-time in the Olympics in 2016. Big number I've been talking about all year. 1 + 2 + 3 up to 63 sums to 2016, like the year we're in. So today, the headline is U.S. swimmers pulled off plane. We talked about the 106 prophecy connection. We talked about Michael Fred Phelps' name. We talked about the 106 returning medalists. The reason it's 2 U.S. swimmers pulled off the plane is because 2 has the gematria of 58, just like Freemasonry, just like Ryan. And notice what time they post this article at. 10:58, the 58th minute. CNN loves to do that. It is not a coincidence. These people are creating news by the numbers. That's exactly what I'm revealing to you. If you doubt it, see the work I did last week on Donald Trump. Every Donald Trump headline by the numbers. It's the same thing every other day. I could do it every day if I wanted to. So the 2 swimmers taken off, their names are Jack Conger and Gunnar Bentz. Talk about names. It's funny that neither of these are their birth names, but Jack Conger has gematria of 42, just like Rio. Freemason, Zionism, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali died on June 3rd, 63 days before the start of the Summer Games. The Prophet Muhammad died at age 63, who he's named after. Not a coincidence. Muhammad Ali sums to 96 the big way. He opened up the 96 Summer Olympics in Atlanta on the 33rd parallel. Died this year on the 33rd parallel in Phoenix. Gunnar Bentz, the other swimmer, gematria of 52, just like the word prophecy the small way. Muhammad Ali was Muhammad Ali for 52 years, aged 22 to 74. Prophecy 52, he was the Prophet Muhammad, or he had a name that was a tribute to the Prophet Muhammad for 52 years. See my work on the death of Muhammad Ali? I said the day he died, it was a tribute for the Olympics. I saw it all right away because I understand this number code. Gunnar Bentz in simple English gematria sums to 142. When you write out 42, it sums to 142. Again, his teammate Jack Conger, 42. Rio, 42. Notice he's also 6'4", just like Phelps. Swim equals 64. We wonder if these athletes are Manchurian. His birth, September 26, 1994. He's born on a date with a life lesson number of 58, our big number. Ryan, 2, Freemasonry, start of the Olympics. Birth numerology of 40, United States sums to 40. He's getting pulled into this news story August 17th, 40 days before the start of the summer games, September 26th. Or what did I just say? He's getting pulled into this news story 40 days before his upcoming birthday. He'll be 22 years old, the master builder number. Also, his birth numerology of 129 in Jewish gematria, America equals 129. If you count from today until his birthday, it's also a total span of 41 days. Today's date has 41 numerology. USA in gematria, 21 plus 19 plus 1 is 41. 41 is the 13th prime number. Think about how the nation began with 13 colonies, 13 stripes on the flag, 13 years of public school education, K to 12. The teammate Gunnar Bentz, born January 3rd, 1/3, that's something like 13. Born in the year 96, Freemason 96. Born in Atlanta, where Muhammad Ali opened those Olympics. Terror strike that year. False flag terrorism at the Summer Games in Atlanta, if you forgot. Took them forever to find the suspect. I have an old video and blog post on it if you want to check it out. His birth name is Joseph Bentz. And excuse me, I meant to show up here that his birth name is John Conger, but he goes by Jack Conger. Jack Conger gave that special gematria 42. His birth name's John Conger. Anyhow, this guy, who goes by Gunnar Bentz, his birth name's Joseph Bentz. Joseph Bentz, gematria 50 like America. Gunnar Bentz had the 52 gematria like prophecy. Big prophecy theme these Olympics. Again, Gunnar Bentz 142. His birth numerology is a date with 119 numerology, the very special number to Freemasonry and Zionism. All seeing eye equals 119. Star of David equals 119. This story, when it happened, when it began, show you something. It was the Jewish holiday of tragedy, remembering tragedy. And I want you to see something. In Jewish gematria, this holiday, remembering tragedy, sums to 911. It's also known as the 9th of Av, which is the 9th day of the 11th month of the Jewish calendar. So 9/11 on the Jewish calendar, known as Tisha B'Av, gematria of 9/11. This is when this story started with the U.S. swim team. And what I'm wondering is if this is some riddle that's foreshadowing something to come negative for the country. You know, the theme is a robbery, now possibly lying about the robbery. It's hard to say where the madmen are going with it. But it is interesting that it happened on this Jewish day, remembering tragedy, the destruction of the 2 Jewish temples in Jerusalem. For Gunnar Bentz, this comes 217 days after his last birthday, which is also 31 weeks. Remember, this is the 31st Summer Games. 31's the 11th prime. Talked about the significance of Michael Phelps being 31 years old. I'll link these posts if you want to read the rest of the story. But this is what you need to know. You need to learn the language of gematria. Use these calculators. Makes life easy. You see these suspicious headlines, just do a copy and paste, punch them in here, and see if a pattern emerges. I mean, I've been showing you all Olympics. It's been all about 106, prophecy. And, you know, I'm pretty much done writing a book that I'll put out later this year where I show the entire U.S. history is by these same numbers, the same numbers we talked about in this video. So this is something I've been understanding since the end of 2013. I've been putting out this research, trying to wake people up so they can see what kind of lies and tyranny we live under. As I always like to remind, the word lie has the same gematria as God, both three-letter words that sum to 26. The English alphabet is 26 letters. In the Bible, the Old Testament is written in Hebrew, where the word God and their lettering and numbering system, the Hebrew alphabet is letters and numbers and has gematria. It's recognized. In English, people don't recognize gematria. But in Hebrew, the word God sums to 26. The New Testament of the Bible, what the Christians go by, is written in Greek, and the Greek alphabet it was written in was 26 letters, just like the English alphabet, the God number. You know, two alphabets, both lettering and number systems, both connected to the Bible, which uses gematria. And again, the Bible, very much about revelation, prophecy. In the Bible, it says the false Jews will rule in the end times, and that's who controls your media. That's who controls your government. That's who decides when the Olympics start and finish by the numbers, all throughout history. So here's why this story's here. It's all a big lie. It's all a big distraction, and it's because the powers that be have to constantly program us with negativity. You know, they don't want us to be happy. Watch the movie Monsters, Inc. and realize that's more than a children's movie. Realize that that's the truth of the world you live in. And if you have time, check out my video on the movie Monsters, Inc. I show all that's coded into that movie. Came out right after September 11th. Whole lot of 9/11 in that film. It's about how monsters need to harness negative energy that they create in children. Expand that movie to, instead of just children, humanity. The reason they want us to be feeling so negative is because we're more easily controlled this way. We're in a more easily controllable state. That's what it's all about. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.